Climb to the top of the world, but the North Star has already flown. I hear rumors of a place where the soul was born. And watch all the bright lights shimmer, try to see something where there is none. And I really believe that I could touch the sun. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside my mind? Everything is alright, but I keep seeing ghosts in the daylight. Who's inside my mind? Who's inside my mind? Everything is alright, but I keep seeing ghosts in the daylight. Turn the lights down low and watch all the vampires in silhouette. I run for the hills and try to keep my head. There's still a chance we can make it if you hold on hope. It's what I'm saying, but the words don't come out right. Who's inside my mind?
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Monday night Para-Prob podcast. How are we all doing tonight? Hopefully y'all are doing well. I'm super excited for this. I am really excited because we have a fun topic, first of all, and secondly, my co-host tonight. So before I bring him on, I want to give a little disclaimer you guys haven't seen down below. This is an NC-17 show, so if I want to cuss, fuck it, I will. And secondly, who knows what's going to happen. But we do have a couple of topics that we are going to kind of touch on. We'll talk about a little bit. But I will say for my co-host, and he just admitted to himself and to me backstage, this guy is fucking awesome. Not only is he one of the new P3 family members, much love to him and much love to my P3 family, but he also, up until a couple weeks ago, wasn't used to the chaos that is Paralinks, and I love my Parapost fam, but you got the Petri dish, he got his toes wet with that, and then he got on Unholy Trinity and just dove into the deep end, and now we've corrupted him, and I couldn't be happier. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my co-host for this evening, the one and only Texas Wraith Hunter's very own Anthony, my brother.
All right. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I'm corrupt now. My eyes are behind my head.
We've done our job.
Yeah, very well.
So before we begin, Anthony, I got one question for you.
Do you love me?
Love it. I absolutely love it. So as we always do, guys, let's say hello to our audience, because like I say in the Paracrew podcast and all the shows, and I think, Anthony, you'll agree with me, The audience makes these shows awesome.
Yeah,
That's what it is. That's what it is. So, Life with Jamie and G. What is good? What is good? Welcome, welcome. James Dawson. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. What's up, my brother? How are you doing? Northwest Paranormal Research Group. What is up? Love the name. Love the van. If that is your base, you are killing the game already. That is awesome. Courtney Peterson. Welcome. I don't know, Anthony, if you know who Courtney is, but Courtney is fucking awesome. She will share the living shit out of your show.
Yeah,
And she
Courtney
will
B,
promote.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Courtney Peterson. She is freaking awesome. Nikki. Hello, Nikki. Nikki is also known as Buttery Chicken for a specific reason. Much love to you, Nikki, but yeah. And James is saying hello to you, brother. Yeah. So is Life with Jamie and G saying hello to you. Tanner, what is up, brother? Another P3 family member. Loving the red. Yeah, I was fucking around with it backstage a little bit. Nikki saying welcome.
Nikki's from Australia.
She is. She
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
She is. Jen Jacobs, what is up? Is your laundry done?
Yeah.
Oh,
let me turn it off real quick. God damn
there
it.
you go. See, I never know what's gonna happen in these fucking shows. Jen Jacobs, welcome, Jen. What are we talking about? Northwest is asking what we were talking about. Get to that in just 1 second, bro. We'll get to that in 1 second. Not doing well. I'm doing all right. Bill, what is up, Bill? Welcome back. Welcome back. Wasn't sure if you would need to show me. Yeah, appreciate it, Jen. Appreciate it. Let's see. On the Jamie part. Okay. Either way, Jamie. Jamie, don't matter. Welcome. Family. Shrimp on the Barbie. That's got to be for Nikki. You didn't just burn it. She literally, and Anthony, I don't know if you caught it, but she actually burnt the microwave. She destroyed the fucking microwave. Found out that aluminum foil does not like the microwave.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So, before we get into tonight's topic, Anthony, why don't you go ahead, brother? And they already fucking know who I am. Why don't you tell you about yourself?
Oh, sorry, my throat right now. I don't know what's going on.
You good? You
Let me
good?
get a drink.
Love the cup, by the way.
Oh yeah, Wingstop.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, well, my name is Anthony Ceballos. I am the founder of Texas Wraith Hunters and also the founder of Wraith World Podcast. I've been doing this. I've been in the paranormal for about 40 years plus and decided to start to film and then decided to start a podcast. And yeah, I've been on a lot of journeys, and now I kind of feel like this. You've seen Titanic with Leonardo da Vinci?
Even DiCaprio.
Yeah, DiCaprio. Yeah, da Vinci.
Same thing. I mean, he painted.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, when he was sitting in there and he got into where all the rich people are at,
Mhm.
and he says, you know, yesterday I was out here in the bottoms outside homeless, and now I'm sitting here with y'all fine people. Well, that's what I feel like. I feel like Leonardo right now with these fine people from P3 Parapost took me in, and man, I've been having a blast ever since. You know,
Well,
that's what I feel like.
we've said it on my show and a few others a couple times. If you're in the rich section, my brother, you in the wrong section. This is not the paranormal section. We broke ass bitches.
Well, it's the rich part of the paranormal for me, you know. So here I am, you know, sitting among all these fine, crazy podcasters, man. And
Now that you got right,
just-
crazy.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm happy to be here. It's awesome. And you know, what can I say more? I mean,
Paranormal.
it's just wild.
You know what? And actually, this is actually G, Paranormal Surge. That's the other part of the Life with Jamie and G that came up right here. This is the G side. And if y'all haven't, go check G out. G is fucking awesome, guys. Emmy from PDX introduced me to G. And right there, brother, that's what this shit's all about. That's why we do what we do. And we'll be talking about that a little bit. But we support everyone. We love everybody. That's what it is. And speaking of Jonathan Myers, my brother from Crossover Paranormal Society, guys, go check them out. Seriously, Jonathan has a really great show. Is get this, the abbreviation is COPS, and he's fucking got it perfect. He's got it fucking perfect, and I love it. Okay, guys. So, oh, thanks, James. I appreciate that, guys. I really do. All right. So, tonight's show, guys, we're going to be talking about a couple things. Now, obviously, Anthony here has had a hell of a lot of experience in this field. He's had over 40 years. I've only had 16. In comparison, mentor, you should be the
I'm
consultant.
I'm old.
I just feel fucking old. But
Not as
So-
old as Howard though.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's an old guy.
He said it. Vicky, another one of the P3 family members. Hey, Vicky. So, first of all, Anthony, you've obviously been around the paranormal field for a while. So, what we want to talk about tonight, guys, and Anthony and I kind of already spoke. We want to talk about what makes a good paranormal team. You know, what are some key factors that Anthony you've seen in your 40 years and what I've seen in my 16, and you know what does it take? Let's start off right there. So, in your opinion, brother, what makes a good paranormal team?
Well, that's a hard one because it takes a lot of time. You're gonna go through you're gonna go through some members. You're
Damn
gonna
right.
go through some wacky members,
Mm-hmm.
backstabbing members. I've had one man that actually, you gotta watch out for these things. But I had one that actually, since we're here in Odessa, and like I said before, mainly our stomping ground is San Antonio. So I ended up meeting someone out there. He went out with us. Actually, it was one that went into a forest with us, and he has some big encounters. But he was, just got to watch out for these things because you get these people. They seem cool at the beginning, and then when we came back, you know, later on, he ended up. I gave him a shirt, so you got to be careful with these shirts, these logos, because I gave him a shirt, and I actually brought him in to the Texas Race Hunters. And the next thing you know, I'm going through YouTube, and guess what I see? I see on my channel, I see my shirt with a picture of the logo saying Texas Race Hunters under his name. So, now I got somebody else out there just portraying to be us. And he had this bullshit ass video playing around with some kids out in the same forest right along with my stuff. So, I called him up, I called him out, but he didn't answer the phone. He didn't get us no texts. And that video is still up. So if y'all go to my channel and y'all see that other one, that's not us. You can tell which ones are mine and which one is that one. But that can happen. And not only that can happen, because if people don't know you, then they're gonna associate that other person with your team, and they can put some dents in you.
100%.
You know,
100%. Now you said San Antonio. You're right in our boy Lurker's neck of the woods.
Yep, Lurker down there. The next time we go, we're gonna collab down there and gonna see what he's about.
You can go grab him up.
Yeah,
So Northwest Paranormal Research Group is asking Bear County. Is that
that's Bear County. Yeah, that's San Antonio.
San Antonio? Okay.
Mhm.
I wanted to hit that. So let's see. Oh, Kara from Minnesota Spirit Hunters. What is up, Kara? Hi, Dina. Dina's here. But you know what? You're absolutely right, and I believe Northwest hit on it too. It's a revolving door. I've actually ran a team out in San Diego, and we were very successful. We were a very solid team. But you got to make sure, especially if you're starting a team, you got to be able to keep your team accountable and make sure that you're all on the same page. And I've no bullshit. I've had almost 50 people on a team. I got rid of every single one of them because priorities got mixed up. Their goals were not mine, and they were doing crap like that. So you're absolutely right. You gotta be able to hold people accountable and be careful on who you give copyright or logos to, or
Right,
uniforms
right.
to, so then so let me ask you this then. So let's just say somebody's starting a brand new team, brand new, like just random person in the middle of nowhere wants to start a team. what what type of people should they be looking for? Like what should be the what should be kind of the people they should be honing in on?
Well, from what I've heard, like I know I got some people that are doing that right now, and my advice to them is just to take it slow, and you want, like you said, accountable people, because we don't get paid. You can't fire them. I mean, you can just tell them bye bye, but you can't
Hmm.
really. So it's not like having a job where they're obligated, like, to be there.
Yeah.
You know, just like at a job. Hey, I can't come in today. Hey, I'm sick, whatever. Well, these people that you're going to bring on, it's going to be worse than that, because they feel that they're not really. It's not a real job, to them, where they have to be there. So that's gonna get on your nerves, because you're gonna set up these investigations. I mean, you may even set them up out of town, and then right at the last minute, I can't make it. You know, I got my kids, I got this, I got that. My wife wants me to do that. So it's very difficult to start to build a team, and it's gonna take a while. You might have to do it by yourself. Or just you and someone else,
Yeah.
and someone is close to you, and it could be a friend, but then you also got to start watching out for those things too, like we talked about, is
Hmm.
equipment, because you're going to need equipment, and it's going to take money to buy it, depending on what level you want to be at. If you want a nice millimeter, that's $200 right there. A rim pod, another $200. You're 400 deep, unless you one person buys it, and then we start talking about, well, you buy this and I'll buy that. Well, at the end of the day, when y'all get pissed off at each other, guess what? You don't have no equipment.
And you're right. You and I were talking about this the other day. I forget what day it was. Like 2 days ago, I think. Um, but I've also had this conversation with others as well. Some teams are actually in the room right now. I'm not going to call them out, but again, it's accountability. Like for me, what we need to do as I think founders or leaders of these teams is have some paperwork. What people don't realize is, yes, we don't get paid for this. I mean, hell, I don't get paid for what we're doing right now. We accept donations. Yeah, great. I mean, links in the description. But this is an income for us. We don't, even on paranormal teams, we don't get paid to do this. Well, at least we shouldn't. We shouldn't be charging people to do this. But what I feel like is, if you bring on a piece of equipment, let's say I'm on your team, I'm on Texas Wraith Hunters, and I decide I'm going to buy a $300 piece of equipment. If I buy it for me to bring to the investigations, that's one thing. But if I buy it and I say, hey, Anthony, here you go, this is for Texas Wraith Hunters, what I feel like you should do as a founder is have a piece of paper or a contract stating you are donating this to this team. It becomes at that point team property. If they refuse to sign it, cool, then you hold on to it. Doesn't mean you got to cut ties with them. Just say, fine, then you hold on to it. If they say, well, no, I want to give it to team, well, then sign it. Because God forbid if something were to happen, I've seen really good friends, close friends of mine, some I considered family, leave my group in a nasty way and take all my equipment. And then what? Then you're just down to what, a flashlight, your
Mm-hmm.
phone. You can't do a client experience or a client investigation with just a phone. We can't do that. You just can't. So it's a what people don't realize too is when you start up a paranormal team, it takes a lot of paperwork. Believe it or not, you
It takes
have
it
to.
takes some money too.
It does. It does. But I mean, hell, I mean, we've done other shows here on the Paraprop actually, to where you can actually start a team up for fairly cheap. I mean, go to the Salvation Army, a secondhand store. I've used Polaroid cameras. I've used VHS. I've used, the old not 8 tracks, the cassette players. I've used that shit. And you know what? I've had just fine. I've had, I've had, had no problems with it. Actually, I caught some of my best pieces of evidence on a VHS DVR system.
Yeah, they're really good.
Raymond Newsom, what is up, my brother? We call them looky loos. Coming experience, yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Matt saying have paperwork. That way, paper is accountability. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, so then, let me ask you this, Anthony. So, what is with Texas Wraith Hunters? And you feel free to say whatever, you know. But what do you guys have? Like, what is when someone wants to join? Let's just say again, say I say, hey, Anthony, I want to join Texas Wraith Hunters. What's that process like?
Yeah, this I've gone through that already so many times, and I just went through it again, and now I've learned because like I said, and that's when I started to film. Then I wanted to bring in a couple of more people because my total team is four. You know,
Mhm.
and I'm not into the big teams. I know a lot of people are like the big teams. I don't. So I just four. I really want six, just six. That's my cutoff
Okay.
right there. But four I'm fine with. It works great. Um, but I did start to look into bringing someone else in, and I did bring one person in before, and I started to think about it. It's like, man, I'm not doing any kind of background check on this person or nothing. It kind of scared me there for a minute because I'm fixing to take this person into the woods when there's nobody around. I don't know this guy doesn't flip on me. I don't know where he's from, and I really don't know. I know he's into the paranormal and stuff. So the training part of it is going to be in an actual investigation, you know. And then since we do more of the urban thing, we're not in town. We're out in the deep in the woods somewhere or a cemetery somewhere far. So it's just it's difficult. I mean, there's no way around it. It is a hard thing to do to acquire a good team and that's going to be with you. And one thing is for them. I think I found this out because no, I used to just bring. I would meet somebody. Well, I like them, so I'm going to bring them in. I'm the founder. I can do what I want. Well, I found out that doesn't work.
Hmm.
It's best to bring and introduce them to the team and let the team make the decision because they're the ones that are going to really be working with that person too.
Mhm.
And if one doesn't like them or two doesn't like them, then you already created a negative energy, a negative vibe, and you're gonna have that in your team. So it's best to
100%.
let your team members choose them. If they take a vote, you know what I mean? What do y'all feel about them? Okay, well, and then if I can come to a decision, then you accept them in. I seen that. I felt like that's the best way for me on my team, for me as a founder to bring in someone.
Absolutely. Now, I like what you said. You said that let the team decide. Now, when I ran, let's just go with my big team that I had, the one that had over 40 people. When I had that in San Diego, now I had my team split up into different areas because San Diego's fucking huge. If you haven't seen, like, San Diego isn't just a little city; it's the city plus a couple other sub cities. It's pretty big. I mean, San Diego County by itself is fucking huge. But anyway, so I had it split up. So what I would do is if I had somebody in, let's just say, regular San Diego, just downtown San Diego area, what I would do is I would actually interview them first with my either one of my lead investigators and maybe a secretary or somebody, a manager. You know what I mean? Someone higher up in the list. Some people I can trust because obviously we're going out and I meet them in a public area. 9 times out of 10, I don't know why. I don't know if you guys are like this, but it's always fucking Starbucks. Always fucking Starbucks. I don't know why. Just paranormal and Starbucks just go like that.
For us, it's always around pancakes.
Oh, I would get in trouble around there. But regardless, we always meet in a public location, and we would, just like a regular job interview, we'd go and we would talk to them, find out a little bit about their history, what kind of paranormal experiences do they have. Which, by the way, people, honestly, no experience is perfect. I love no experience or even skeptics. I love them because they don't pick up bad habits.
Right.
But experience isn't necessarily a bad thing either. You just got to be the judge on what you're looking for your team. So we'd have the interview, get to know the individual, just chat, hang out, have some fun. And then if we like them, we would bring them back for a second interview. And the second interview would be really would be kind of a face-to-face like walkthrough of an area with more of the team, like just kind of get the feel for them and everything like that. And then if that worked out well, we bring them back for a third interview, and it was an actual investigation, not a client, mind you, a public location like a cemetery or an old town. There's a historic district. Go down there, somewhere public, so that way if they didn't feel comfortable, they could leave. If we weren't comfortable, we could stop the investigation, call it a night, and say, well, whatever. But you sit to see what they do. Now, if they survive the third interview, and I say survived because out in San Diego, some areas, it ain't the homeless you need to worry about. But anyway, we actually would ask the entire team, what do you think? And majority would rule. And we had that agreement. And then you should be close enough to your team to where they would agree with it. So if, say, 49% of them said no, but 51 said yes, then it's a yes. And then it's just get to, do what you can. And you know what I mean?
Right.
So, that's just my opinion. But, it's funny. You like smaller teams. I like bigger teams. I want people to understand that if you decide to start a team, figure out what your goal is. Figure out what are you comfortable with. And my suggestion, and I don't know about you, brother, but my suggestion is network. Talk with other teams and other groups. See what they do. Pick their brain a little bit. And those other groups, if someone comes to you, say, hey, can you give me some advice? Help them. That's para-unity.
Yeah.
Help them. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
But in putting one together, I mean, like I said, you're just gonna have to have patience and discernment, really. Then just your discernment and trying to figure out this person and who he is, what it's about, how is he gonna react when we get out there. If he's gonna turn around and run, because it happens.
Now, this is nothing against anybody. So let me just start with that one. So I had this gentleman who wanted to come out and investigate. They got through the first interview, and I've had that before. They thought it was just like TV. No. But I either way, Tony, I've been busy, honestly. But this guy came out and he said, I want to do this. And he was, let's just say, African American from San Diego. Had a little bit of, as you and Don Vic would say, a little bit of the hood in him. He was one of those guys. So I brought him out and I said, all right, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to go investigate. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. He goes, yo, dog, I got this. I got this. He did that tongue click thing. I'm just like, you're going to be pissing your pants in 45 minutes. Watch. So we took him to a place. It was Mission Hills Cemetery. Or was it Mission Hills? No, Presidio. Took him to a Presidio mission. It's just above Old Town. Beautiful, beautiful mission up on the hill. Overlooks all of San Diego. Up on the mission. He was fine. We were asking questions, everything like that. And no, it was Presidio. Never mind. This was an old park. This other guy ran off. But we get him up there. We start investigating. He was doing great, asking questions, doing EVP sessions. Everything was absolutely brilliant. Great guy. We get down to this one area where it's a ravine that, again, overlooks, but there's a lot of old headstones. Basically, this whole park was built over top of a cemetery. There's over 200 bodies still in the ground. Headstones destroyed, except for a couple of famous San Diegans. And we get over there, and he sees a black mass run right in front of him. Just sees it run right in front of him. He just goes, no, fuck this shit, man. And he just bolts. I don't hear from him again. He blocked me. I couldn't call him. I'm like, I thought you got this, man. What the fuck? But
it is funny to see that, though.
Yeah.
But it's like in the team building, it's just patience, and it's going to take some time. I mean, I know everybody wants, because of the shows, but we're going to go out here, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and it's not exactly like, it's nothing like that. Not even exactly, it's nothing like that. So
Absolutely.
people go in there with the wrong expectations.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
it's funny. I've said that too. I said, "You want to know what the paranormal's like?" They're like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, have you seen the shows?" They're like, "Yeah." I said, "Think the opposite."
yeah,
I said, "Go home, turn your lights out in your home, and
right,
talk to yourself." I said, "That's
right.
typically what it is." I
And
mean,
I've told that to. I've been trying to get my sister-in-law. I've been trying to get her to go. She says she's ready. She's ready. I'm ready to go. I says, I tell you what, we were outside in the back drinking one night, and I figured she had that liquid courage in her. And I said, I tell you what, look, I'll take you if you can go down right here behind the alley and walk from this side of the alley to the end of the block through the alley. If you can do that, then I might take you.
mm, mm. I want to highlight something that Kara said. I'll bring this back up. Can they take constructive criticism? Can they team build? That's something too. With as a founder, you need to be able to do that, and so does your team. Your team needs to understand that when you're the founder, you're the founder. You can run it however you want. I highly suggest if you are a founder, listen to your team. Have a little bit of democratic process, but at the end of the day, if you've done your due diligence and you feel it's one way, do it, and understand that everything is constructive. That's the way it should be in this field. People talk about the drama and the stupidity. Be constructive. Don't be destructive, because then you're just adding to it.
Right.
So, and that's even with team building. Be constructive. We had a thing in one of my manager training. It's called a build up, breakdown, build up. You build up the person, say, look, you're doing really well. I'm really impressed with how you're doing EVPs. Breakdown. However, here's something else. Let's get you working on your attitude towards the spirits. It's not just, what's your name? How did you die? No, I actually ask them, and just build them up and break them down and then build them back up. You're doing this though. Great. You're doing this really well, it's a process. It's a
Right.
process.
Right.
You're doing the investigation part of the interview and all it. No, I've had that. I've had people say they've had 20, 30 years of experience and come to find out they didn't know a fucking thing.
Yeah, usually when you get to that one spot, man, you're gonna find out real quick what they're made out of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's the other thing right there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's hours and hours of evidence. A 4-hour investigation can easily turn into 3 days worth of fucking review.
And also too, as founders, is not to get stuck with the bill.
Yes. Yes. And
you
that's
you have to teach your members that, hey, it's not 50-50 or this just the founder. It's all of us putting in. We'll break it down. If we're going to go somewhere and it's going to be $600, then it's 4 of us, $200 a piece.
mm-hmm.
And that's to get down there, or for the rooms, whatever. You get your total, and you're going to split that like
See,
we talked before. And because I got stuck like that, man, for
uh,
I don't know how much, probably thousands. And I know I'm not exaggerating, that I've spent. I know on one trip I spent over $1,200 out of my pocket. And even, and that's just that, not part from gas. That's another thing. So you have to get your team to understand that we're all in it together. So we're going to split this. So, and then plus two, you stay at some nice places, because we used to go places and we stayed at some sketchy ass rooms. I mean, I'm talking about some sketchy ass rooms. It's like that was scarier than the investigation that we were going to go do. So, I mean, that's when I said, you know what, that's it. And the next time we come, we're going to stay somewhere nice. We're going to split this between all of us and and get that understanding, because if you don't, as the founder, I guarantee you will get stuck with it, because you want to go. The founder wants to go. He wants to go investigate. He wants to go do this. And you're going to get stressed out because you're going to be putting everything together. And then everybody just jumps in like the kids do. Okay, we're ready to go. Okay, now all the kids jump in, and nobody puts anything out.
Absolutely. And it's also what I did. What I did as a founder is, I know, excuse me, we don't charge, obviously. I said that before. Never charge for the investigation. However, what I would do is I would have dues. I'd have monthly dues for my teams. I would literally sit there and say, okay, so we have like dues of like $10, something that the team agrees upon. And we say, okay, so every month you pay your dues. If you don't, there's going to be consequences. You don't go on an investigation, you don't show up to a meeting or whatever, don't go on an investigation. You have to have your checks and balances. You have to hold everybody accountable. But if they don't pay their dues, then they don't go on the investigation. And if we go on an investigation that says $1,200 for the night to go on somewhere really nice, and we've got $600, well, guess what? What do we got for $600? Do we save or do we just do something free? You know, and that's why me personally, I believe that don't be afraid of cemeteries. Don't be afraid of just wandering around downtown.
The freebies.
Don't be afraid of them. They're good experience. Or even, you know what? Have a training night. I used to use the first 4 seasons of Ghost Hunters for my training. I just sit there and I just, you know, make sure that, you know, they know and they watch, and it's for education. It's not entertainment.
Like Ghost Adventures or Ghost Hunters?
Fucking, I ain't watching Ghost Adventures. Ghost Hunters. If I'm going to show Ghost Adventures, it's going to be what not to do. So Northwest is saying, what if they can't make it? Now, me personally, if you can't make it to a meeting or if you can't make it to an investigation, give your founder a heads up. Give them enough time of a heads up. I'm not talking like, you know, a half hour. I'm saying like a couple days, if not longer. As soon as you find out you can't make it. I mean, obviously emergencies come up, but that's where you as a founder need to decide, you know, what is enough time, and let your team agree upon it. It's just like work. It's just like work. If you don't show up for work, well, guess what? You're gonna get fired. You don't show up for the paranormal stuff, you get fired. It's just that simple. Do they keep the money? Here's the thing: if you are collecting dues from your team, it's just like equipment. As soon as they pay their dues, that's the team money. No, they don't keep it. That stays with the team. If they're really throwing a pissy fit about it, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't just give it to them just to shut them up. But I mean, obviously, if they've been there, 2-3 years and you've got, a big investigation you've already paid for, don't go out of pocket with it. But honestly, no, I wouldn't. I don't give it back. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Let's see. It amazes me how many people don't understand why the cost is so high. Yeah. It again, Jen, comes down to the team. It comes down to knowing your team and having that support group. The team should be there to support the founder, and the founder should be there to support the team. It's a beautiful relationship. That's the way it should be.
Yeah. And that's why I've kept mine small, because I just found that it's easier to manage.
Yeah.
Because if one bows out, even if two bows out, I still got it'll just be me and probably my son. So there's 2 of us. There we go. That's all we need.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? And that's like, see, for me, when I was investigating, when I was running a team, per investigation, I would have 9 people, 3 teams of 3, and I keep them on a nice rotation. Now, I said I had 47, but you got to understand that 47 was split up between all of San Diego. So, it was kind of where the location was and who was available, and I still had backup. You know what I mean? I made sure I didn't cut myself short. We had a game plan. We stuck with it. And again, we brought people on. It was because the team wanted to bring them on, not me. So you as a founder need to be that example.
And if you start getting one that starts acting like a jackass, you need to catch it quick.
Well, here's the thing. I made sure that even whenever I was I'm a manager in my job, and even as a founder, I made sure everybody understood. Everybody, including me, is replaceable. I love them as a group. I love them as a family. But I'll tell you what, you don't think I won't drop a motherfucker for starting shit? You out of your mind. I hold everybody accountable, including myself. So,
that was something I had to learn. That was something I had to learn, because most of the times when we go out of town, we're gone, right? The wife and everybody else stays here. Okay, we're out of town. That's already bad enough as it is. We're going out of town and we're all alone, just us guys. And I was the first one that started the drinking.
Well, that's something else too. And
I had to learn that, because it was till one of them told me, man, I think it was my kid. He goes, man, every time you do this, nothing happens. We end up just getting kicked out of somewhere. and and I saw it, and and I said, yeah. So that's something there too, like you said, that as founders, we have to learn how to take that criticism. And it's hard. It's hard because we feel, well, I founded this, I put it together. This is my team. I'm the boss, whatever. But at the same time, we do. A mature person would then would look at it and say, you know what, I do need to chill out. I need to act right.
Yeah. Well, and here's something else too. And after we say this, we're gonna go to commercial because we're gonna come back with our next topic, which I'm really excited about. But here's my rule, and I've always had this, and to this day, even though I don't run a team, I still have. If you have any type of alcohol or anything that basically impairs your judgment, you do not go on an investigation. You are going clean and you are going sober. Because, and nothing against anybody, but here's the thing: when we're out there, especially going out in like these, woods or dark areas or stuff like this, you want to be sane. You want to be sober. You want to know what's up. You don't want anything impairing your judgment, because that can lead to some real big issues. And we're not just talking ruining clients. We're talking could hurt people.
Yeah. But also too, it lowers your frequency, which I found out that it is true, and you're going to end up getting possessed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to happen. And you go into the wrong place, and you got that entity or whatever is in there that's pretty flat out real, and you walk in there, and you're with your frequency so low, open, you're just open. Yeah, you're going to get it, and I guarantee you won't forget it. I know that it happened to me.
All right, guys. So we're going to be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And when I mean quick, I mean we're actually going to be quick. I was going to play the regular commercial that we've been playing, thanking everybody. But
play it because I got to run to the restroom.
Oh, you want to play both? We can play both. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
all right, we'll play both. Right,
I got to run to the restroom real quick.
All right, so we'll play both. So never mind. So all right, guys, we'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Don't forget to hit the like, share, all that good shit, and definitely go check out Texas Wraith Hunters and Wraith World after the show. So we'll be right back, guys.
It's been coming up like sun above. It's making us come together. Been making plans and joining hands. Come by me, stand and come together. When they know we've had enough, they'll try and call our bluff. But no, there's no stopping us. We're making a promise. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. They say we're weak when we don't speak, but they don't see us come together. Behind closed doors, we choose love, not war. It's at our core when we come together. They will hear us loud and clear. We'll walk right through the fear. And then once we'll all appear and say, we're standing right here, come on. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh, yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. coming up like sun above. It's making us come together. Been making plans and joining hands. Come by me, stand and come together. When they know we've had enough, they'll try and call our bluff. But no, there's no stopping us. We're making a promise. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. We're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. They say we're weak when we don't speak, but they don't see us come together. Behind closed doors, we choose love, not war. It's at our core when we come together. They will hear us loud and clear. We'll walk right through the fear. And then once we'll all appear and say, we're standing right here, come on. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh. Yeah, we're starting up something. We're starting up something. Oh.
Welcome back, everybody. Is that enough time for you?
Yeah.
So before we go any further, yeah, I do love that song too. If you haven't noticed, and yes, I do know that it's the same song. No, that was not intended. It's just a great song, and I just put it in there, and I fucking felt like it. So, so before we continue, I do also want to give a couple of special shout outs. First of all, of course, our boy Brian John Laverty over there at Parapost and Parapost Network Central. If you guys haven't, go check it out. Go check out Parapost Network Central on Facebook. Follow them. You'll see this podcast and many, many amazing other podcasts as well. You will also, while you're over there, you might look familiar if you've seen this show before. Para, right up there in the corner, Para Sets. Go over and sign up for Parapost now. Seriously, guys, do it. It is a paranormal Facebook. Anthony, I don't know if you've got Parapost yet.
Yes.
Oh, fucking A. But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Me?
Yeah. You're gonna
Yeah.
hop in what?
No, it was my chair.
Oh, okay. But no, guys, seriously, it's a paranormal Facebook, and I absolutely love it. What Brian John Laverty's doing for Parapost and for the paranormal community is fucking awesome. Go sign up. It is completely free. Parapost.net. You can find it on your Android or iPhone store. Completely free to sign up. Start networking today. New locations, equipment, teams, groups. Do it. Honestly, why wouldn't you? But I also want to thank our brothers and sisters over there at Paralinks. Saw Courtney in here earlier. Much love to our Paralinks family. Go check out all of their channels. They've got Paralinks 1, 2, 3. We are on one right now. They also have Plus and Live. Go check them out. You will find this show. You will find a couple other familiar faces from Parapost. And you'll also find new ones like Hey Boo. Hey Boo's every Monday. And you will also find the Petri Dish, as Anthony well knows, and the Unholy Trinity and Paranormal Swamp Talk. Oh, excuse me. Hey Boo's on Sunday. Excuse me. It's actually Paranormal Swamp Talk, I believe, on Mondays. But definitely go check them out. And also, I want to give a huge thanks to our P3 family. Much love to you guys. Anthony and Texas Wraith Hunters just joined the P3 family. Much love to you guys. And also, go check out the Global Ghost Hunt. Guys, you want to talk about a game-changing event? The Global Ghost Hunt is it. Go to globalghosthunt.com. Sign up your team today. Anthony, I don't know if Texas Wraith will be a part of it. I hope they will be. But go sign up today. Get your spot while you can. It is going quickly. It is going to be May and October of next year. If you want to volunteer, there's a room for volunteer. If you have a location, you just don't have a team, cool. You got to sign up. If you got a team, no location, cool. Sign up. We will find you one. It is completely full support on both ends. But go check it out. Go check it out. And of course, as always, I want to thank our family over there at Maglite for everything they do. They sponsor the Paracrew podcast. They sponsor me. Much love to those guys. American-made flashlights. Guys, go check them out. Maglite.com. You guys will not regret it. They have some great products. And I don't know if you know this, Anthony, but Maglite has some really cool merch too. They got like shirts and hats and shit.
Yeah, I was looking them up the other day.
They're
They
cool,
sell,
man.
they sell bundles. They
Hell
have
yeah.
bundles.
Hell yeah. And guys, what do? We paranormal investigate. We're doing this shit in the dark. You need a fucking Maglite. American
I don't have
made.
one. I don't have one.
Oh, get off my show. No, what you should say is I don't have one yet.
Yeah, that's what I did. I said, I don't have one yet.
There you go. But definitely, guys, go check them out. And I saw somebody asking for Texas Wraith Hunters link. So there it is. It is in the description. Go check them out. That is their Facebook. You can find them on YouTube as well. But go give them a like, subscribe, follow, because I'll tell you what Anthony's up to, he's got some shit brewing. Shit brewing. And I'll tell you what, that's what we're going to talk about right now. What I want to talk about this time. And Anthony, you've been, like you said, you've been in this field for a while. You obviously caught some of my shows, and I do apologize. I already apologized for him for all the bullshit. I already apologized, so he knows. But you also caught Petri Dish, Unholy Trinity. So I want to ask you, in your experiences, what makes a good podcast?
From what I've seen is that I've seen some that are just flat out boring. They're asking questions like from a list that they wrote down, and they just keep that same list every time. What I've liked about these podcasts, the way I do things, is it's more like a radio show. It's always moving. It's always moving. It's always moving. There's no silence. And it's fun to hear. I mean, this is stuff that you could hear. Like I get up at 4 a.m, I go to work, and I'll look on there because there's podcasts that are on these networks that are connected with y'all from the UK. So there's different time zones. So I may be waking up. It's fixing to be morning, but over there it's nighttime.
Yep.
So they're actually doing an investigation, at 3 a.m, but my time is 5 a.m. And it's kind of like you just got your coffee. You get your coffee, get in your car and put it on, because it's always moving, and there's a lot of little wisecracks here and there, get you to laugh and whatever, laugh at ourselves, but it does turn into a serious note. You know what I mean? And here we go. We'll start talking about something serious now, and then instead of just being boring, it's not boring.
I agree. And, a lot of people, and actually, these names might sound familiar.
Kind of like you were saying earlier. You go in there and you ask the ghost, what's your name? How long you been doing this? How many people are in your group? I mean, it sounds just like that. I mean, it's like, okay, there we go. So take the same thing. They're tired of hearing it, and people are going to get tired of hearing you really fast.
You're damn right.
And they're going to switch, and they're going to go to Howard's over there, and they're going to see his mangina and everything else he's got, his flashlight coming out.
No, Emmy,
someone.
Our sister, actually, Emmy, she's got the mangina. I don't know why she's got a mangina, but that's Emmy.
Right. There you go.
Our P3 sister, Emmy, if you guys don't know, Emmy is fucking awesome. Her and J-Mac, the Wee Woo Squad. Wee Woo.
It takes a lot. It takes a lot. I mean, I kind of don't want to say it like this, but but I'm a firm believer because that's just the way I do mine. And I see that this is kind of like, well, it's the same way y'all do y'all yours and everybody else's. To have some nice intros, it takes a lot of work for the backgrounds, like all this background, the people you're watching right now. It takes a lot of work to do that. Imagine that, being creative, you know, putting it together. And I found more. And the other day when I popped mine off, I wanted to cry because I did something. I did that, I did it, and I know it looks good, and not being prideful or any kind of way. But when you do something yourself like this, and you put it together and you see it, it's like wow, you know. And so it takes something like that because I see a lot of people too, a lot of podcasters now. I know everybody is on a budget, but I've seen some podcasters that use their laptops, and that's cool. It's cool. I see Brian do it all the time, but Brian's got some mean ass intros too. You know what I mean? But when you're constantly in front of the laptop and they'll turn it like this, they'll tilt it and it's getting the ceiling. You see the vent and everything, the dirt in the vent. I mean, it's, to me that just doesn't look good because it's kind of like take pride in what you're gonna do. So do the best that you can do, you know, and put out the best and have the best people on. And so it does take time. It takes time and it takes a lot of work, And you already know, Matt, too, doing these intros like you just did right now, these commercials, that just doesn't, they don't happen by themselves. And
No.
normally you're going to be doing it by yourself, you know. So that's my thing. What makes a good podcast, but also too having quality people on your, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but to have some people on your show that are bringing something to the table to help other people. Like I told you, I heard you when I first started watching you. At that time, I was going through my team where I needed to revamp it, and I didn't know how. And where do I go? I can't just. Who do you call for this? Who do you call? Hey, how can I fix my paranormal group? First of all, they're already going to look at you crazy. Who do you go to? And so that's why I feel so. I don't even have a word for it that I ran across these networks.
Yeah, and I agree, and that's one reason why I started Paranormal Consultant was to help. Like I said, I ran 3 teams, and I got away from it. I got away from the paranormal field. I just kind of just stopped because of, let's just say, some issues. And I told my wife, the Wicked consultant, I said, I just feel like that I still want to help. I still want to help. I still want to have fun. I still want to help teams and groups. And I said, I just don't know what to do. And she goes, what, like a consultant? I went, consultant, a paranormal consultant. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll start that. And what I wanted to do was originally, believe it or not, I wanted to do how-to videos, like what this is, the Para-Prob. But I wanted to be out in the field. I wanted to be investigating. I want to show teams how to build teams. I want to show them how to use the equipment and do this and do that. And I met Mr. Fedora, Scott Morton. I met him, and he said, "No, dude, you've got something here." Then I was like, you talk about the laptops. I had my fucking phone. I'm sitting there on my phone. Hey guys, it's like Blair Witch and some shit. So then it was bad. It was terrible, guys. I do not recommend it all. But go back. I highly don't recommend that. You think my shows are bad? Don't. But anyway, so then it started, evolving into interviewing and talking with people. And I interviewed Fedora. And we started talking. We started networking, and then more people. And the next thing you know, it was a bunch of teams from Canada. Then it was Minnesota Spirit Hunters. Then it was this person. Then it was that person. Then it was this person. And next thing you know, P3 started. I was with Parapost. I'm with Paralinks, talking with all of you guys. You got amazing audience, meeting new people every day. Fuck yeah, let's rock on. Let's keep this going. And what I like to do, and you were talking about these podcasts, I had so many people, and 2 of them you guys know, Squeakers and Lurker, my 2 co-hosts.
on the Paracrew podcast. They came to me and said, "Hey, Matt, we want to do what you're doing. Where do we start?" And I said, "Well, you just got to find your groove, do your thing, be you." Because one thing I don't like, nothing against anybody who does it, like none of my shows are scripted. I don't even fucking know what I'm going to say. In 10 minutes, I don't know what I'm going to fucking say. But you know what? It's genuine. It's the reaction. That's who I am. Right. Some people do. Some people go off a script and they ad-lib. Great. Good on you. I know Brian John Laverty, Through the Lens. Amazing fucking show. He has a list of questions that him and Lex ask. And they pull it off so fucking well. Especially that last question. And I still have my notebook right here. I'm still deciphering. And yes, I was just getting there. The Women Investigate too. I don't know if you caught that one, brother. But Brian and I did the show Women Investigate too. Amazing show. We had a list of questions. That took for freaking ever. Him and I were in meetings almost every freaking day talking about these and getting it right. And it wasn't me. I felt weird, having that list of questions. But we ad-libbed and we were bouncing. And it was so relaxing. You know what I mean? It was cool. It was cool. But I got out of my element. And some people like my Mike Mackenzie, my wife, the Wicked Consultant, she really is not a camera person. She doesn't do this. She just hosted a show by herself tonight on Creepy Cryptids with Ken Allen. From what I understand, I got thrown under the fucking bus, but it was a good show.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, folks. If you want to do something, have a goal. These shows, the reason why I enjoy doing these is because it's like therapy for me. I get to meet new people, like all you guys. I get to chat with amazing individuals. I get to hang out with people. I get to, experience what they experience. I get to hear their experiences, hear their stories firsthand. And I get to learn with you guys here in the audience. That's why I don't like Squeakers. Squeakers does an amazing job with my scheduling. I told you about this.
Yeah.
She literally came to me, folks, and said, "Can I, help schedule?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." And she goes, "Well, how far out?" I said, "Do what you want, Squeaks. Have fun with it." I'm booked till fucking April. But that's Squeakers. She just got so passionate about it. And I don't know half of these people. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And, you're talking about these intros. I started Paravid Studios. For those of you who don't know what Paravid Studios is, as it is a business that I have started to help, again, with videos, promotion, promotional videos, commercials, all the videos you'll see here tonight, I made with Paravid Studios. They're here to help. That's it. I'm here to help. And, that's what these shows are. Yeah, we do like to have fun. Fuck yeah. You saw that if you haven't seen it on this show, you'll see it on Holy Trinity and Petri Dish. I mean, we go off the fucking wall. Even Paracrew, we go off the fucking wall sometimes. But you know what? That's what makes good content. Be yourself. Speaking of which, Lurker. What's
Lurker.
up, brother?
What's up, Lurker?
What's up, my brother? Much love to you. Lurker's feeling a little under the weather, guys, so say some prayers for Lurker. But no, that's what makes good content. Be yourself. And with Lurker here, he'll even attest to this. That was the first thing I taught him in Squeakers. Be yourself. Who cares? You fuck up. Guess what? I fuck up all the time. Do you guys notice it? No. Do I notice it? Fuck yeah. But do you know what? It's still fun. I still love it.
Yeah. And it's like Brian said right there, the only way to do it is just do it. Because when I first started this, my first podcast was my introduction by myself. I went live. And I almost didn't do it. I mean, I came so close because I had problems with my mic looping. That ugly loop that just makes you echo and it don't stop and it don't stop. And I couldn't figure out what it was. And I finally figured out what I thought it was, which is really simple. We just put on take off the echo cancellation on the StreamYard.
Shut the fuck up, Raymond.
And I sat here, and I remember I sat here, and I says, I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. You can do it. You can do it. And I sat here, and I hit my vape like 50 times And then I just went up and I said, you know what? I'm not doing this. No way. I'm going to look like a fool. You know what I mean? And then I said, you know what? Forget it. Whatever happens, happens. And I just went up and I hit that button, go live. And I just did it. Once I got past that, that was it. You know, and it just came down because of the StreamYard and everything. You know, I see a lot of people have difficulties with it. And it is sometimes overwhelming. But maybe mistakes, but who cares? Yeah. And then I actually thought about that too. Later on, I said, you know what? Who really cares what I did? You know what? I'll just do it again.
Yeah.
And so I got right back out there the next day and I did another one.
And it's just like investigating, guys. And a lot of people don't realize this, but podcasting is just like investigating. The more you do it, the more comfortable you will be.
Right.
I mean, I know when I first went out, I mean, yeah, it was a little, but when I went out, it was nerve wracking for me. I was like, all right, what am I going to fucking do? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, my first client, I'm like, I'm going to ruin these people's lives. But you know what? The more you do it, the more confident you are. Like me right now, I could care less. I fuck up. Guess what? Y'all are going to see me fuck up. Like, prime example, the commercials. The commercials have the same fucking song. But you know what? Screw it. It's a great song. The message still gets across. And you know what? The song can go for either one. You know, who cares? Who cares what anybody thinks? We're stepping up.
Right.
We're stepping up. We're changing the game. We're changing the plan. And we're coming together. That's what this shit's about. I see it, Emmy. But
yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I get to do stuff now that I never thought I'd be doing. I mean, you know, and really speaking, it's not really hard for me. I'm just rusty at it because I never told this to anybody. I never told this on any podcast or anything because everybody's asking me. So tell us about yourself. You know, I was actually a minister for 10 years.
oh no shit, that's cool.
And so I didn't have any problem really speaking in front of people. But it's been so long that you do get rusty.
But doing these podcasts though, you're starting to warm back up.
Oh yeah,
You're starting to feel more confident and comfortable.
right.
It's the same way with like Lurker and Squeakers. Like when they first started, they were timid as all hell. Love you, Lurker, brother, but you were timid as fuck. And now look at them. Lurker's got his own show. WTF is that? Which is going to be hopefully airing back up soon.
What does that mean, anyways?
What the fuck is that? So basically, it's a reaction show. It's a reaction show.
I just wanted
and
to hear it.
it's fucking awesome. I'll say it all day long. What the fuck? But the thing is like that's his show. He should be proud of that.
Yeah.
And you know, my wife and Squeakers, both of them introverts, have their own show, Creepy Cryptids, and they're doing amazing.
And that's the first time I ever seen it tonight. I didn't even know there was a creepy, you know. I just happened to pop up on my bell and I went to it and it was pretty cool. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
Learned a lot. I learned a lot about your private life.
Yeah, if you want to know about the consultant, go through the Wicked consultant. It'll tell you everything. But yeah, absolutely, Nikki. And that's the thing. That's why I started, you know, the Paravid Studios. That's why I started Paranormal Consultant. And this is why I network with such amazing people right here. We will all help. It's not me. It's not just one thing. Oh, it's okay. So there you go. Lurker will be starting his own thing. So as soon as we know what's going on, I'll let you guys know. But we all support each other. And yes, Emmy, this is why we got the P3. We got P3, Paralinks, and Parapost all working together for some amazing things. And, you know, I went into detail about Paralinks. I went into Parapost. I did forget one, Beer Fest. Beer Fest is coming up next year. We have the Global Ghost Hunt coming next year, and we got Beer Fest coming up next year. Beer Fest New Orleans. Yo, check this out. A paranormal convention with a Mardi Gras setting. What could go fucking wrong with that? I love it. I absolutely love it.
I don't think nothing's going to go wrong. Yeah.
No,
I'm probably going to get kicked out of there too.
Mm-hmm. But maybe. But the thing is there is some big things going on in this field, folks. And let me just say right here that the, you know, P3 Paranormal Partnership Program, Texas Wraith Hunters just joined. We are honored to have you guys along for the ride, to call you family. And I'm reading the comments. Stop it. They're distracting me. The P3 is set up, guys. The Paranormal Partnership Program is set up to help teams. Ooh, shit, that went the wrong way. To help teams, groups, and anybody who believes in para-unity, who believes in supporting each other, to stand by each other as a family, as a community. And you saw it in the video. No ego, no drama, no judgment, no criticism. It's all constructive. We're here to support each other, support one another, love each other, no matter what.
And you're gonna have to have some thick skin because you're gonna go through some shit regardless of what.
Yeah.
I mean, I right now I can say we can preach prayer unity all day long, but we're gonna go through some shit.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. These people that we network with, the P3 family, Paralinks, Parapost, we're all family. Like Brian John Laverty's here in the audience. He's my brother. Whether he likes it or not, he's my brother. You know, Anthony, you're my brother. I told you fuck now, man. You signed that contract, you fuck. But I already consider you family. I will do everything I can for you. Anybody in the P3, anybody in Paralinks, anybody in Parapost, anybody with Global Ghost Hunt, Beer Fest, doesn't matter. If you promote the right things and you want nothing but the best for everybody in this field, you got support. And that's where like P3 comes in. We can help. We can help you grow. We can help you give advice. We can, we can help clients, help the spirits. And the other thing too is like, let's just say Anthony decides, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to Gettysburg one day. Hey Matt, I'm going to Gettysburg. Can you meet up? Yeah. Or hey, I'm going to Boston. Hey Vic, I'll beat you up there. You're going up to there. I'm going to get you up there with Victor. But you can go anywhere, and you will have a family. You will have a family member there to support you and to love you and to take care of you. So that's what that's about. That's P3. That's Para-Unity, guys. So let's see what else. What else we got? Yes. And Global Ghost Hunt actually just partnered up with Proofs. Proofs is an amazing organization, and we're going to come out with more. But the short version with Proofs is they are there to provide a safe haven, a safe environment for underprivileged kids who are in the adoption system, and find them support, find them help, and basically give them the future they deserve.
Yeah.
And I'm working on getting Proofs hooking up with P3, but they are with Global Ghost Hunt, and I am honored to be a part of that. So, I mean, the thing is, folks, is no matter what you want to do, how do I join the program? You ask. You ask. So
unless you just get snatched up like I did and thrown in with Howard.
Yeah,
You're in. Okay.
Here, sign this. What's this for? Don't worry about it. But no, in all seriousness, if you want to join the program, just get a hold of Marcus Welly from Minnesota Spirit Hunters or Scott Morton from Warren Area Society of Paranormal. Get a hold of me, and we will get you the contract. And the contract, and Anthony, you saw it, you signed it. You don't lose. You don't lose anything. You gain.
The way you say that, you signed it. You're done now.
You fucked. I already told you fucked. But no, like you don't lose anything. You gain. You gain a family. You gain a support network. And right in that contract, no drama. That's it. That's it. And you don't pay anything either. I mean, you pay for some of the bullshit because we give each other shit all the time, but that's beside the point. That's awesome.
On that note that you brought up a while ago, just real quick, because I haven't really figured it out, and maybe other people want to need to figure this out too. What exactly is the Global Ghost Hunt?
I feel like I should send Brian Laverty a link. No. So the Global Ghost Hunt is this. What it is an event that we're hosting 2 times next year, one in May, one in October. And it is not just an investigation, you go out and blah, blah, blah. No, this is a celebration. This is a celebration of teams and locations from around the world. And you don't get 15 minutes. You get longer to express your team, to showcase your team, showcase that location, and show what your team's about. And you get your own, if you sign up, you get your own thumbnail or promotional video, not done by me. There's some people with a lot better shit than I do. And you get an opportunity to promote your team. And again, promote your location. And the money there is a fee. Everyone always says, oh, it costs money. Yes. But you know what? That goes towards the multimedia side of it. So that way this gives people an opportunity to be broadcasted out there. You get seen by people from all over the world. So it goes to that, and it goes a little bit towards proofs too. So this new program that we're hooked up with, they're getting some of that too. None of us are making any money off of this. It's going right back to the community.
Right. So you mean by location? So is it like because I couldn't ever figure it out. It's like San Antonio is one of my spots right now.
Yeah.
So if I go to San Antonio and I go to my spot over there that we've had the most evidence, so we're going to be broadcasting from there, kind of like a live stream.
So check this out. You will be live streamed, but check this out. So if say you get the Alamo, for example, okay, you get in contact with whoever runs the Alamo, okay, say it's a committee or a group or whatever, whoever owns it. I think the state owns it, but anyway, you get with them and you say, hey, we're going to be doing this event. It's called the Global Ghost Hunt. We want to get you guys involved. So not just will Texas Wraith Hunters get the promotion about it, so will the Alamo.
Right.
So it's basically a win-win for everybody. You get promotion, you get promoted out, you get all this great advertising stuff, and all the proceeds go right back to the community and also to the proofs. So you're helping not just the paranormal community, but public community as well. You're helping kids. On top of that, like it goes for, like, we have multimedia and we also have merch as well. So the merchandise, like say you want to promote your team, you buy merch, you can customize it. You can put Texas Wraith Hunters on the merch, order, say 25 hoodies. You can host an event. You can host an event right there at the Alamo. We'll say, for example, you talk to the Alamo, say, hey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to set up an event to promote you guys and to promote our team. We're going to work together on this. You host the event, you order all the merch. We help you order the merch. We help you take care of it. You can customize it. You can put your names on it. Let's go. What do you have to lose?
Right. That's pretty good. Now I got more of an idea, because I keep hearing Global Ghost Hunt. It's like, you're going to get in. You're going to get in. It's like, well, I don't know. Is it like a scavenger hunt or what? I mean, that's what I thought at first.
It is. You're looking for the dead people, but
but I didn't really understand it. Okay, so now wherever the team is at, wherever in the United States, wherever they go to their location and they set up like just like doing a live investigation. And then, but at the same time, you're also promoting, if you're going to do a public place, you're promoting them and yourself out to the world.
Yep. Because
so that's a pretty good deal.
And here's the thing. Like, when you do this and you are out there, let's be honest. You got Waverly, Eastern State. You got a bunch of places that are really well known.
Right.
Who's to say that your location isn't the next Waverly Hills or isn't the next Eastern State? There's locations out there that are definitely haunted, that have a lot of fucking activity.
Yeah.
And there are locations that are getting torn down, folks. Our history is being torn down because they don't have the money. They don't have the acknowledgement. They don't have the spotlight. Let's give them that opportunity. Why not? What do you guys got? What do we have to lose? Let's preserve it for the next generation. Let our kids do this. And, that's what the Global Ghost Hunt provides. And I'm telling you guys, head over to globalghosthunt.com. All the information is there. You can sign up right there. And like I said, none of the proceeds come back to us. I ain't making shit off of it. I'm the consultant for the Global Ghost Hunt, and I am consulting all you motherfuckers to go over there. I'm serious, because it's right here. It's also about the preservation. I look at it this way. if you want to maintain our locations for the next generation, if you want to showcase what you guys can do and what these locations can offer, why not? You got a team together, pull your money. You're not paying thousands of dollars, $100. You know what I mean? It's you're investing. Think of it as an investment. You're investing in this field. And if you guys want, like I said, if you have a team and you don't have a location, that's fine. We will help find you one. If you have a location but you don't have a team, that's fine. We will find you one. This is a global event. This isn't just here in the US. This is all over. And this is going to be game changing. And I'm telling you guys, jump on now. Because when that floodgate opens, you're going to be like, shit, I should have signed up. And be a part of something. And I'm not sitting here saying this because I'm just a consultant of, the Global Ghost Hunt. I'm sitting here as a paranormal consultant. I am sitting here as somebody who actually believes in this field and who loves this field and who wants to see our future, I want to see it, boost. I want to, I'm getting like excited right now. I'm getting ready for a rant, but no, I can't tell you guys how passionate I am about this. And to even put some of the proceeds back into proofs on top of that, you're helping kids, for God's sake. Underprivileged kids that didn't, like, I was adopted. I don't know if everybody knows that. I was lucky I didn't get in the system. Some kids aren't so lucky. They don't have families. They don't have opportunities like we all have. This is giving them the opportunity to do something better their lives, better their situations, and give them a place to be proud of. And Global Ghost Hunt is a part of that. So to me, the paranormal and para-unity isn't just within our field. It's our communities as well. So if you can help out both at the same time, what are you fucking waiting for? And eventually you can donate. You can donate. If you don't want to be a part of it, you want to donate, fine. And guess what? We've got big plans for those who want to donate. You want to buy merch? Buy merch. We can help you out with that. We can, it's not just signing up. You want to buy merch, you want to donate, you want to do a bunch of different things, we can help you.
So a good deal all the way around. Yeah. And then I don't know if people know that, but Brian just became the VP of it.
Yes, he did. Our boy Brian John Lowry. They offered him a VP slot and he accepted. And I know I can speak for all the P3 family when I say congratulations, brothers. Definitely well deserved. In all seriousness, all joking aside, well deserved. So, but yeah, guys, the bottom line is this. If you're running a team, you're running a podcast, be yourself. Keep your team in check. Keep your podcast in check. And be proud of what you are doing. No matter what it is. Podcast, team, just going out by yourself.
No matter what anybody says.
You know what? Here's the thing. Any haters want to sit here and talk shit? Do you want my message to them is? I'm going to keep doing me.
There's more with you.
You know what? Here's
Well,
the thing.
in fact, I got 2 of them. There you go.
I got 4, and they're all listed. But think about it. No, the 5th one.
Yeah,
but
done heard about that one.
There's a 5th one joining.
Yeah, I know.
The tripod. But here's, in all seriousness, though, like here's what it comes down to all those out there hating, because I know some people are hating on me right now. I'm doing me. Let's be honest, folks. What is one person going to do? I've been told my career, they're going to be ending my career on Tuesday. It was a Thursday. I'll end your career on Tuesday. I'm still fucking waiting. I've got a big mouth. I got a camera. And I can easily make new accounts. So
and a mic.
Try to shut my ass up. Just do you. There. Next year is going to be our year, folks. I know we said it for 2022, but there it is right there. Gabriel said it. No drama. But anyway, hi, squeakers. But yeah, people are hating on me. You know, it's what,
You
it
and
is
me,
what it is.
you and me both. I just told you earlier, but I just
Well,
went
you know
through.
what? Here's what I say. Anthony, tell your haters out there, fuck them. You're an awesome guy. I love you.
Yep.
End of story. I got your back, and so does P3. And guess what? All you haters out there, I have a lot of support and a lot more people who I give a flying fuck what they say about me. Their opinions mean more to me than yours. And a lot of them are in this room right now. And a lot of them will be watching this. And one's upstairs going to kick my ass because we've been on here for almost an hour and a half. She's going to hurt me. I care about those people more than you. I went on a sabbatical, yeah, because I was in a depression. Guess what? We go through it. But you know what got me through it? These shows, these people, this audience, the people I associate with. That's
We
what got
actually
me
went.
through.
We actually went through it with you. Even my wife, man, we watched you that. I showed her that video when you were talking, when you were walking, and I showed it to her. Even she felt your pain, and she is not even into any of this.
See, I don't know if you caught it. But good morning, Beth. But I've said this before, and I said it today too, to our P3 committee, which we do have a P3 committee. I have no secrets. Any of you motherfuckers want to know anything about me? Ask. Guess what? I had a felony. Okay. Guess what? I have a new job I'm starting tomorrow. Do I smoke weed? No, I tried a couple times with my wife, and yeah, I smoke. Okay. Yeah, I'm divorced. Okay. Yeah, I got out of the Navy. Okay. Yeah, I'm broke. Okay. But will I call a motherfucker out? You're fucking A right, I will. But I'm going to do it tastefully. I'm not going to be like some of you people who just blast it all over the place. Because just remember, folks, there's two sides to this. Well, there's three sides to the story. There's his side, there's their side, this side, and the actual truth. And before you start judging anybody, find out both sides. And then come to the conclusion yourself. And the proof is right there. Gabriel, if you fucking want it, man, go for it. My credit score is below 5. So you fucking want it. You can't hurt that. Motherfucker breaks into my house looking for money. I'm going to be like, cool, let's look together. Here's my change jar. Let's collect what we got. Probably rob their asses too. But but the fact of the matter is I'm still going. I'm still going. And so are you guys. Anyway. Right? Hey, Len. That's a new name. Love it. Oh, I've noticed that in a while now, Brian. I noticed that a while ago. But anyway, James, absolutely. Truth is in the middle. But yeah, guys, do your due diligence. And by the way, we're fucking paranormal investigators. We research. We do all this. This is what we do.
We'll find you.
You don't just well, no, it's not just that. It's just you don't just go off of what's presented to you. Do you just listen to what the client says? Okay, well, great. You have a demon. No, you do your research. You investigate. Same way with any situation. Investigate. Fuck it. All right, guys. So I think that's going to wrap up for the night before I become. But before I become part of the paranormal, yeah, my wife will get. Actually, I got. No, I'll leave them over there. But anyway, Anthony, my brother, this kind of went way off fucking topic. But you know what?
It's okay.
That's what makes.
That's what makes a good podcast.
And again, guys, let me put Anthony's link here. Boom.
Want to give a
There-
quick shout out here to a Northwest
go for it.
Paranormal Research Group.
Go for it.
Yeah, they asked me to send them a message. I just sent you that message, but Texas Race Hunters giving you a shout out. Northwest Paranormal Research Group.
Absolutely. And you know what? I want to give someone else a shout out real quick before we go. I could sit here and shout out each and every fucking one of you, but somebody is in this room right now who's going through a really, really rough time, but they still put on a brave face. Well, there's actually two people. Raymond is one of them. We all know our brother Raymond Newsom from Newsom Paranormal. But I want to also shout out the paranormal search. A guy named G. He's been going through a lot. He really has. He's gone through a lot of this bullshit, just like you and I have, Anthony. And you know what? This motherfucker is still going. He's still doing his thing. And good on you. Good on you, G. Keep it up. Keep it up. And keep doing you. And just know that you've got people here that care. And all of you, if you're going through shit, you've got a lot of people here that care. We've got a hell of a community. Just because one community fucked you up doesn't mean all of them are like that. So,
Well,
all right, guys.
Texas Race Hunters gives another shout out. Got us out there to PDX Paranormal.
Wee woo.
There you go.
Yeah, of course. Emmy's awesome. Everybody loves Emmy.
But you're right, man. I mean, we both gone through some shit. You saw, I was telling you about my shit earlier. They try to stop me, shut me down, block me off a podcast just because Race World popped up on it. But you know what? I'm right here on this beautiful, big podcast ship with all these beautiful podcasters.
I wouldn't go as far as beautiful, but
Well, I'm doing the Leonardo thing. I'm doing the Titanic thing.
paint me like one of your French whores.
And really, folks, I never saw this coming. I never saw this. I mean, you can ask my wife one day. Maybe you'll be my wife. And I said, man, what I would do to be able to get on with these guys. And look, I'm right here, right next to Mr. Matt Barron.
Where?
I don't know. He's somewhere.
He's an asshole.
Maybe Greg's told him. I don't know.
Hello, Greg. Oh, shit.
But I really appreciate it, Matt. I really do. And this just goes to show. And I'm not going to stop because now I'm fueled. I'm fueled by Matt, the P3, by Brian, and by Howard, the water boy. Shoot, man, I got a great family now. Even today, I felt like, you know what? I could describe this, that I finally found a home. That's the words I can use right now. I found a home.
You know, fuck it. We already call P3 people our family. P3's our home. And you know what? You're not the only person to say that. Our boy Brian James said the same thing. He said, I feel like I'm home now. Well, you know what, guys? You feel lost, just like with Proofs. If you guys haven't, I will get the link for Proofs. If you guys look them up, you'll appreciate it. You'll definitely love it. But just like with Proofs, we're here to offer a home. A P3 community home for anybody. Everyone's welcome. As long as you promote positivity and para-unity, true para-unity. You don't judge people. You have no ego. You understand, look, we're not after money. It's not about money. It's not about anything but promoting each other, supporting each other, and helping each other. End of story. There he is. There's IG from the Don Vic Show. That's our brother IG. Much love to IG and Victor. Love those guys. But, all right. We're going to start crying over here. Let's stop this shit.
No, we can just let you go on the rant. It'll stop that.
No, actually, I'm saving my rant for Thursday. I'm saving my rant for the Petri dish, man. It's going to be... Ooh. I always tell Howard, I roll up the sleeves when I'm about to rant. I'm ripping the fucking sleeves off this week.
Those when I first started watching it, that's when y'all were really ranting. I slow down some. I've noticed that. But man, that was wild, man. I used to watch this and it's like, God, man, what the hell am I watching, man? I thought we were watching a paranormal thing, It's like, what did I mean, even the women rant, man. I mean, that got me right there. Like, oh my gosh.
Actually, my rant actually was the reason why Howard got in touch with me. He'll be happy to tell you. He saw one of my rants and he goes, "I got to talk to this motherfucker." He got a hold of me like 10 minutes after the show. So, but anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for tonight. Anthony, give everyone one last shout out. Give yourself a shout out because you deserve it, brother.
I'm give a shout out here to Lurker. He keeps coming up. Lurker, man, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. We're gonna meet out there in San Antonio, Lurker. So get ready because I'm gonna take you into that forest and see what happens.
Absolutely. Give yourself.
Yeah.
Get out Texas and
My race hunters, I didn't see them come in. It's because they're still trying to figure out how to get on here.
kick their ass next time.
Yeah, but but I want to give thanks to everybody that I've seen this mention. I'm just overwhelmed. I don't even have words. Just really just overwhelmed.
Well, then let me help you out, brother. So, guys, if you haven't already, I did send that link. Please scroll up, give this man and his team a like and subscribe on their YouTube. Help them grow because that's what we do. Texas Wraith Hunters, go check them out on YouTube, Facebook. Go check out Wraith World Podcast. You will not fucking regret it.
Yeah,
and
the Race World podcast. Now that's gonna be wild.
get it. But go check them out. Show them some love and let him know the consultant sent you. He'll know. He got it. He knows what's up. And guys, don't forget to check me out. You'll be seeing me Wednesday. I know. Seeing me Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time on the Paracrew Podcast. You'll see me at 9 p.m. Eastern on Friday of the Paracrew Podcast. And then on Thursday for the Petri Dish. Oh, boy. So that should be interesting. So, guys, that's all I got for tonight. Again, go check out Global Ghost Hunt, Beer Fest, Nolans. Go check out Paralinks, Parapost Network Central on Facebook, Maglite, P3 Family. Go check us all out, guys, because you know what? We got some things in the works, and we ain't done yet. So I guess there's only one thing left for me to say. Y'all have yourselves a great rest of your night. Have fun. Stay safe. And as always, guys,
Let me say it. Happy hunt.
close enough. Happy honeys. That works. Good job.